Number 5, how do you want to be remembered?
I don't know. It's one of those things where, I've thought about a variation on that question many times. Do I want to be remembered? I don't know. Because it seems like the folks who get remembered tend to be remembered for reasons that generally that may not so much want to be remembered for, but I don't know. I suppose I'd like to be remembered, if I was remembered, as somebody who was just a good person. Maybe something like that. Maybe did something worthwhile by criteria I set out before, gave someone an opportunity that they wouldn't have had before, or something like that.
I kind of hope people forget about me. I used to want to be remembered forever, but if they remember me, that's okay as long as they don't know my name. I don't really want to, because then they'll get it wrong, and, I'm just not into that.
I don't care if people remember me because they liked me or that they didn't like me. I don't care if people remember me for the good things that I've done or the bad things that I've done. I hope that if everyone could agree on one thing, it's that I gave a damn. And not that they agreed with the things that I cared about, but that if anyone could say anything about me, that it would be that I cared. And that would be enough.
I guess is being there for people. So that I guess that people would say that no matter how hard it was, he would help people even if it was right. If it was the right thing to do.
Good. Nice.
As a loving, caring person.
I guess as somebody who loved other people but was strong and who grew as a person and challenged other people to grow, maybe. I want to be remembered as like a loving wife who adored her husband, and I want my husband to remember me as like his, the love of his life. I think my husband he's better at, I guess, maybe verbally showing like adoration and appreciation and stuff like that, but I would like for him to know that he was equally, if not more, a part of, my life and who I became.
And the last one, what fictional character do you most relate to?
Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. He's brooding. He takes on a lot of, I guess the only way to put it is weight, mentally, stuff that he really doesn't have to face alone, but he does, because he thinks that's what he has to do.
Well, currently, I've been told that I am the little old lady that lives in a shoe. But I had so many children, I don't know what to do. But I would not say I relate to her, really. I don't know.
Aang on Avatar, The Last Airbender, who's definitely the exact same personality type that I am, and constantly is put in a situation where he feels like he has to do something because he's morally and ethically obliged to, but constantly feeling like he's either going to A, let down the people, or B, not being able to do it at all, I guess those are different things. But anyway, his way of coping with stress is almost identical, and it's actually kind of frightening how identical it is. I was like, I understand what that guy's going through exactly.
The character doesn't really, I don't even think he really had a name, but I don't know if you ever read The Time Machine by H.G. Wells, but there's this one character, the protagonist, who I guess is called the Time Traveler or something like that. But I don't know, I just felt like I could kind of understand him. I could see what he wanted to do. He wanted to pursue this seemingly wild, insane field. He was actually very successful at it. managed to convey his success and findings, and yet at the same time he ultimately decided he wanted to make a difference in a time that he found somewhere in the future where things had changed profoundly. And I don't know, kind of sympathetic to the idea, to all those ideas, the ability to find out, learn new things, the opportunity to sort of be a trailblazer and have a little bit of adventure too.
The Arthurian legends, the Fisher King, the person with the wound that won't ever heal, but he goes about doing his best and helping other people regardless. I think that's an old archetype that I can relate to fairly well.
Donnie Darko has always been a big one.
Probably Edward from the Chronicles of Narnia, the younger brother of Peter, just because he had a revelation, a resurrection of sort, a recommitment, and just having that kind of event in your life that you come from this really dark place and then you actually do something worthwhile. I think that's what I most relate with.
Kit from Failure to Launch, Juno, and Daria.
Maybe St. Claudia. She's Pontius Pilate's wife. She sat there and tried to convince him not to crucify Christ, but her husband wouldn't listen.
Oh, wow. Everybody always asks the hardest.
I feel like these questions are too simple. I can't do simple.
I sound like a hippie.
See what I mean? I freeze when the camera's on.
Well, I don't know.
That's a hard one. I don't know.
God.
Like a slinky.
Okay,
Sling.
next question.
Yes. Who do you think my biggest influences are? I don't know.
What's the easiest thing you've ever done? Does that make sense? I like the macabre.
I wonder if the coffee's ready. Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Just try to live your life and love people. That's it.
Awesome.